Tacit or implicit knowledge is the information in our heads that we find very hard to explain to someone else. We know it, but we just don't know how we know it. When I was at school, someone asked me, "Where did you learn to draw?" And I said, "I don't know, I just draw." Similarly, when I was in an office position and someone asked me to find out something that was a little unusual, I knew exactly who to talk to, but I couldn't easily explain why. Implicit knowledge is built up in our brains over time, as we experience the world around us and make thousands of connections without being consciously aware. It's that moment when your intuition kicks in and says, it's probably a good idea to use the crosswalk this time of day, or you have an insight that it might be better to preheat the oven before cooking a chicken, even though you've never read a cookbook. In vocational education, I've seen dozens of brilliant trainers struggle to get across the key points that make them so good at what they do. They might reflect on a session and think that the way they ran a Q&A session was spot on, or the handouts they created really impacted the students positively. But if asked why they did it in a certain way, they'd have to rummage through their list of ideas and thoughts to try and explain exactly why the activity turned out the way it did. Tacit understanding is hard, if not impossible, to communicate to others. Rather, we find ourselves producing a checklist of things we would do, and ta-da, there's the secret sauce, when the reality is so much more complex. We can't expect others to sense the world the same way we do. All the lists in the world could not change that. Instead, we show the way through our actions, behaviours, and words. We implicitly confer our abilities to those wanting to learn from us by demonstrating what we know. Just as a mentor may show their mentee that completing a task in a certain way will reduce their stress and waiting time, trainers show their students how a task should be done more so in the actions they show and words they say than by any written instructions in a textbook. In summary, tacit knowledge is the glue that binds the creation of greatness. Whether you're a first-time trainer or a 30-year veteran, your implicit understanding of the world you work within is priceless and is a testament to the concept of lifelong learning. To me, it's exciting to know that all the knowledge I've gained up to this point is still expanding rapidly by association, almost without my conscious effort. Watching YouTube clips, talking to experienced educators, collaborating with university researchers, reading LinkedIn comments, and attending conferences. These all build up implicit and explicit understanding of an industry that I'm proud to be a part of. And when undertaking a course with trainers who view their gathering of knowledge in similar ways, students gain far more than any textbook could ever hope to achieve.